This is Soumya Sood, and with this video I will show how IT is being used in animation industry. This is my video.
Earlier, drawings were made in different pages. Pages were flipped continuously to create movements. Several thousand drawings illustrating high points of story were created. Discussions between the producer, director, sound technicians, etc. were used to happen for final approval. This helped in finalizing each scene. Artists drew each character with their movements in full detail, just as would be seen in theaters. Rough drawings were photographed in sequence one by one. The film was developed and checked in a projection machine called as Movieola. The pencil drawing went to inking department where colors were filled with sheets of transparent celluloid. In studio paint lab, all colors were made by experts for the film. The ink celluloids went to painting department where final colors were applied. Backgrounds were made by artists in watercolor. The celluloids were put over the backgrounds and photographed by master camera. The film went in hands of a technician and sound effects were recorded. This is how films were made earlier. In present scenario, animators use computers to do animation. It starts from a script containing dialogues and physical description of characters and background scene. The art director begins creating characters in pencil. After finishing, he traces the drawings with felt pen. He adds shadowing to create relief. Once all characters are drawn, the art director starts making the backgrounds and then the objects that appear in the background. The storyboard artist blocks out the film on paper, drawing by drawing. They blow up the drawing, scan them into computer and play them back in chronological order. This creates an animatic, that is a 2D version of a film minus the animation. Should the director want to change, let's say, a ground level view of a street to an aerial view, he asks artists to redraw the street from the new angle. Animators work to bring the characters to life by using specialized software. They build a skeleton to fit inside the character's body. When they move the skeleton, the software makes the body move with it. They make characters 3D using a technique called as wireframe animation. First, they build shape of character using a wire structure. Then they add color and clothing. They further refine the character by modifying facial features by adding texture and shadowing. They use specialized software to synchronize character's mouth with the dialogue. The technician works syllable by syllable, picking mouth movement with each sound. Another animator applies lightning effect through digital light technology. This creates relief, making things look more realistic. The animators cut and paste characters and objects onto the background. With characters' movements programmed into the computer, the animators turn 2D still version of the film into 3D animation, essentially a rough cut of the film. In the studio, soundtrack takes shape, actors record the characters' dialogue, the sound technician weaves together the voices, the sound and sound effects using software. They synchronize the soundtrack with the rough cut of the film. Then they refine the rough cut by playing with color, texture and smoothing out the character movements. After a year and 42,000 drawings, a 24-minute computer animated film is finally finalized.